What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for tuning into another video. If you saw the last one, you saw that we were here at SRP, Sellers Racing Performance. And on the last one, we were actually able to mount the rear differential of the car using the Odyssey Fab bracket. And for today, we are modifying the drive shaft. Now, there's a couple companies out there, especially local to some places, that will help you modify a drive shaft by either cutting it down to your measurements or adding parts or making custom swaps and whatnot. We're gonna do the in-house method. Basically, we're just gonna cut the drive shaft in 2 spots and then weld it together. Obviously, if you follow the build, you know that we're gonna be using about 3 or 4 different drive shafts with this setup, as well as a couple different setups for the rear differential. So this is just gonna be a temporary way just to find out if the rear diff does anything with a regular drive shaft and an unpinned diff, since we are using the element diff in this one. So it's not going to be the final product. We're going to go through a few versions of everything, but if you join us for the ride, we're going to show you the actual process of doing it, and maybe we can give you some insight for when you do it at your house. The drive shaft cut, we took about right under 9 inches out, which is this piece, and we weren't using a straight edge or anything since it was just a rough cut. Obviously, we have marked just a hair, about 1/4 of an inch under what we're going to need to be cutting, so that's scribed right there, and then the end is 1/4 of an inch past that. My angle isn't giving it justice, but we're gonna do another rough cut, and then we're gonna be able to do a cut to make it square, and then we're just gonna be welding this together. Obviously, it does have a support bearing, just like all elements and CRVs do, and it happens to line up exactly where the bracket for the tunnel exhaust is. So we are gonna be making something off of there, and then utilize that bracket as best as possible. And it bolts right onto the rear diff. We're not modding the rear half, we're modding the front half. So yeah, I'm gonna do this other cut and go from there. We're cutting this smaller piece on the bandsaw, just so it does a little bit more of a straight, cleaner cut. Gonna let that cut for the next minute or 2 and then go from there. Cutting the other side of the bandsaw too, since it's a much cleaner cut. Front and the rear bolted on in place, using this kind of like as a hanger, and that looks pretty good. So we're gonna clean up both of these on the outside. We're gonna clean up both of these sides with the flap disc and then do a couple tack welds with the MIG welder. We clamped it onto some really straight metal on multiple angles, and now we have it turning exactly how it needs to be. It's guaranteed up to 9,000 RPMs. If you go past that, then you'll blow up. It'll destroy your passenger. So we're gonna take it off and just weld it all around and put it back on. So that's welded around, clean it up a little bit with a flat disc. I'm holding them up, and I'm gonna throw this on the car. Balanced and welded by a drive shop.
Just whatever you do, don't spin it.
We have off of the first hanger on this side a little bracket, and then we cut the hanger off of there and made another bracket off of the body.
And just so everybody knows that the drive shaft is supposed to be a little off to the passenger side, because that's just the way everything is.
With the transfer case and whatnot.
Transfer case and everything.
So considering, it's pretty good. It's decent. I mean, it's okay.
It's decent.
It's fine. We're trying a bunch of crazy stuff to not have to take the car off the trailer, or off the lift and off the trailer, or onto the trailer.
Very slowly.
It's gotta come in the
way.
That way?
It's going down, yeah.
Okay.
Keep doing it. Okay, keep going.
With the back, you can come down a little bit.
The weight's on the front.
True.
Alright, we can lift this now.
Hold on, make sure you do.
You ready?
Alright. Oh, roll.
It's gonna try to roll forward.
Yeah. Yeah, let's put a block of wood.
Yeah. There wasn't shit to pick it up.
How are you gonna lift it?
No, let's push it under this side of the crash support. Oh yeah.
Your legs are right there.
Oh, come out this way?
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
It can go either way. You can go the other way. It'll go straight out.
Won't go more.
It should. When I installed it, it did.
Oh.
And it'll stop.
Those are stoppers?
Yep.
Oh. Alright. Let's see where it sits. It's in the middle. If we can put it a little more back where we welded it, it'd be perfect. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's sitting on the diff right now?
Yeah, it's in the middle of it.
Yeah, I mean, we can come back a little more. I
I'd say-
think where it's at is...
I'd say right here, personally.
Yeah.
We didn't know if it was strong before, we could never. Right there? That's mint. We got it on there. I'm gonna tell you how light these cars are. All that smoke from the fire. I mean, what fire? What fire? It's on the trailer. Didn't even have to use my cheap welded winch on. All right, so we are back at home. I have the car again on the trailer. I actually threw the cover on when I brought it home last night. It started raining a lot and I didn't have time to back it into the garage. Now it's in here all good. We have the Integra back here. For those of you who don't know the build specifically for this, it's our track car. And this is our street car. And I just got done taking the fuel system out of it because we're gonna be upgrading the fuel system along with a whole bunch of other components for this coming year for 2019. So if you aren't already familiar with this, make sure to check it out on the channel. That's pretty much the end of the modification for the drive shaft on this. Obviously, like we mentioned earlier, this isn't a balanced drive shaft. A lot of people in the past have done this on many swaps, not Hondas, not Nissans, but a whole bunch of different cars, like a very broad spectrum. Just the cut and weld method. Obviously, it's not balanced, like I said, but we are going to be doing a few other drive shafts in the future, as well as a few different differentials. So this is basically just to test out the first method of an OEM differential with just a cut and welded drive shaft. We are going to be trying other ones. Please don't roast me in the comments for it. If you want to, go ahead. But just to let you know, we are doing the different methods in the future videos. But if you have any questions, let us know in the comment section below. Like always, we appreciate your support. And if you wouldn't mind just to hit that like button, I really do appreciate that. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.